And let's solve to this problem, which is to sum. So this problem states that we are given an array of integers, that is nums, and an integer target, and return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to a target. So basically what we have to do, just find two numbers which add up to a target number. So let's see how we can do that. First of all, you can see we have given an example where nums array is given and target is 9. So basically what we are returning here, we are returning the indices of those number which will add up to give that number 9. So for this we can see it is given 0 and 1 because array is 0 index based. So here we have 2 and 7, which is obviously gives to target sum as 9. But we can see like any other elements, if we add up it cannot get to target sum 9. Similarly for this problem, if we see 1 and 2, which is 2 and 4 gives 6, other elements cannot be added up to give us the answer. So what we can do in this case, so for this problem basically we can see like we have given an array and we have to iterate through it. So first the basic approach that will be come to our mind is to try every possible elements. Like, so what we can do for that, we can start an array of I from here and an array internally array from here, which can be said as like suppose j. For those I and j we can calculate some, like I'm just writing for a reference, like nums of I, then for nums of j, it will be in a nested loop. For just if it sums up to target, we simply save that element. So what we can do, like this will be a nested loop and this will give us a time complexity of O(n) square, which will not be an optimal solution if you are going for an interview or anything. So what we can do here, like suppose if we have to find an approach where we can complete it in a one go, what will be the solution you can think of? So basically here we can see like we have to find a target value where two elements which sum up to the target. So basically we have to somehow, if we can maintain you can say like a map or something where we can save our difference between the data. Like suppose we get target as 9 and we have value as 2. So if we get 7 in the array, then it means we have find the solution and we can save it. So basically when I started from 2, we can check in our map or like any data structure. I'm just saying we will implementing map eventually, but if we start from 2, we will find like target minus that element which is nums of I, which is nums of 0, which is 2. If nums of like target minus nums of 0 is present in map or not. So suppose we'll do 9 minus 2 and 9 minus 2 is basically 7. So if we find 7 in this, we can simply return the indices of these elements. Like we found the element and we can return these as answer. This is our target value, this is the array element we are iterating, and this is the array value we have got. So in this question only you can also see only one valid answer exists. So as soon as we get one element, there we can stop. So how we can implement this? So basically we can take one unordered map in this of type integer. Type integer for this, like we can save that value we have encountered and where we have encountered for the index, because the answers expected to be written the indices of the element, not the element itself. So for that we can store that element which we have seen and we can save the indices that we have seen. And basically what we can do, we can have a array of type integer answer where we return our answer. Then we can start a loop in this. So basically we'll start it from the first index itself, and I will be less than 2 nums dot size, whatever the size we have, then we'll do I plus plus. So just a basic for loop we can see. So now what we can do, we can calculate what will be the remaining value of this. So I am saying it rem remaining. And now what we can see, like if we do target, which is the target value we have given, and we minus the nums of I, means the current element. Now we check it if it is already present in our map or not. Like if we do if map dot find remaining, and how we'll check this key it is present or not, we will basically check if map dot find this element, map has this element, then it shouldn't be not equals to map dot end. So basically if element is found, it cannot be go to map dot end. If it went to map dot end, it means we don't have this value. So as soon as we get this value, what we can do, just basically answer dot push back, we can simply save that values index if it is found in this. So what we will give this amp dot remaining, because this amp will save the index where we have found the remaining amount, or we can say remaining element. Like for this, when we reach 7, so we will found 2 in the map already present, and it will store its index as 0, so that will be pushed into our basically the answer array. And finally we will push back what our current element, which is ith index. Okay, and simply we can return answer from here, because we have given like only one valid answer exists. If suppose we have given no there can be more answers, so what you can do, you can store these two elements in a pair and push that in this, then it will be like vector of answer, because we have two elements now, and we can have possible more pairs in this, so we can store that way. And simply, like if just in case we are not found in this, then what, then for every value what will we do, we will store it into the map with its index. Hey, we have find a value here and its index is this, so whenever we reiterate through this loop and we get that value, we'll simply return it. Now what we can do is simply return -1 comma -1 -1 comma -1, because if we didn't find any element here, if we have found it, we should have returned it here only, but if we haven't found it till now, like it's not there in the array, so basically we are returning -1 -1. Let's check it for the basic test cases what it says. So yes, you can see it is running properly. We can go ahead and submit this. So you can see we have submitted it successfully. So this is the basic approach, and for this you can do one thing, like take an example and go through it, like just basic write a pseudo code and take an example and follow through the code to find like how these if statements are working. Like when you go inside the loop, it check for remaining element, and if it founds the remaining element, then how it's like processing this and everything. And obviously for this case you should know what is a map. So map basically is a data structure which stores your value in a key value pair. So that's it for this video. We'll see you in another video. If you love this solution, please do comment and do subscribe this channel. Thank you.